Ever see an amazing Facebook ad fall flat the moment you start spending more? After managing hundreds of millions in Shopify ad spend, I've discovered one straightforward testing shift that allows you to effortlessly scale winners and waste less money on losers. So in this video, I'll reveal exactly why 90% of Shopify brands fail to scale ads and the easy fix to avoid becoming one of them. First, let me show you why your current Facebook ad testing system isn't scaling. I recently ordered a Shopify brand spending over $1,000 per day. They couldn't spend more as they didn't know what to do to scale. The reason they couldn't grow is within 1 month, they had run over 50 ad sets. The majority relied on ad set budgets to direct Meta's spending. This is the old school way of ad testing. The old and wrong way tells you to separate everything by building a dedicated testing campaign. You then isolate budgets at the ad set level. This forces Meta to spend on every new creative, and it's destroying your Shopify growth. Some media buyers defend this by saying, "Don't you want to force Meta to test your new ads properly? How else will you know if it's a winner if it's not getting ad spend?" That logic backfires and shows you don't understand how Facebook ads work. It's like hiring a salesperson, handing them a full month's salary and saying, "Go sell," before you've even interviewed them. No track record, no proof they can do the job. That's exactly what happens when you isolate test campaigns and force Meta to spend on unproven creatives. Instead of letting the algorithm optimize naturally, you're pushing budgets into ads that haven't earned it. This makes you waste 80 to 90% of your test campaign budget on creatives that flop. And worse, winning ads are often crowned winners after just spending $50 to $100.
You're fired. You're hired. You're fired.
That's not testing. That's playing the lottery. In the description of this video, I've got a free download that shows you how to structure your tests the right way taught in this video, so you can blow up your store. Go download it, as it's helped me grow many Shopify brands. The next mistake comes from you not knowing exactly what to look at in your ad account. There's over 300 metrics in Facebook ads, which makes it overwhelming, but you only need 4. Let's say you launch an ad set at $50 per day. After 2 days, it hits an impressive 10x ROAS. At first glance, you'd think, wow, you've probably struck gold, right? But here's the reality check. That high ROAS isn't success. It's just a small scale snapshot. Your ad hasn't faced genuine competition, significant volume, or real world volatility. You've seen it perform once, twice, but you haven't proven it can scale. An ad with great ROAS doesn't mean it's generating more sales, lower customer acquisition costs, or better profit margins. A high ROAS can be misleading because it doesn't necessarily improve your bottom line. If you're judging success only by these surface level metrics, you're at risk of investing in ads that won't scale and won't drive real business growth. The metrics you should be looking at are CPM, ad spend, CPA, and frequency. They will tell you everything you need to know. So to apply this to your ad account so you can grow your brand, I've made another YouTube video, which I've also linked to in the description, that teaches you how to ignore ROAS and use these 4 key metrics to judge an ad's effectiveness. Now, I'm going to destroy a common myth about running Facebook ads. Most people think ads stop working because the audience gets bored or fatigued. Here's some tough love. Ad fatigue isn't your audience's fault. It's yours. It's like brewing a coffee and turning off the machine halfway through to try a new blend. You never get a full cup, just as your campaigns never reach their potential if you keep starting over. You're interrupting the algorithm's progress and creating instability. What feels like fatigue is actually your ads never getting a chance to stabilize and grow. What feels like fatigue can also be created from launching new ads the wrong way, which hurts your winners. Want ads that last longer and perform better? Stop constantly launching new ones with no testing methodology. Each time you launch a new creative, create a new ad set in your primary broad campaign. Treat each ad set like a fresh environment where Meta can explore different combinations of creative, copy, and headlines to uncover what resonates without interfering with the other learnings from other tests. So picture this. You have your broad campaign. You've got your ad set with your best creative in there. Then for each hypothesis you're testing, you have an ad set. To do this for your brand so you can grow it more, here's a simple way to improve what you're doing. Find your best performing ad, create 3 new hooks for it, then put these 3 new ads, which have the new hooks, in their own ad set within the campaign. This is how you test. This keeps your data clean, your winners protected, and your results easy to read. When you do this, you'll find your ads perform better for longer periods. I've had ads last for years. Another big benefit of this is the algorithm naturally shifts spend to fresher ads once performance actually drops. Once you've got a winning ad within your test ad set, most brands blow it here and make edits that turn the winner into a loser. Later in this video, I'll show you how to graduate winning ads so they remain champions. Would the US Olympic sprinting team add a random guy off the streets into their squad? This is what I see Shopify brands doing all the time in their Facebook ads account by adding new unproven ad creatives to an ad set with historical winners. Adding an untested creative to a stable winning ad set can reset learnings, introducing noise into what was clean, high-performing data, and potentially tank performance. Instead, test and scale in just one campaign. Keep your test ad sets separate from your winners ad set. Within the test ad sets, launch a flexible ad with just 3 to 5 creatives and perhaps 2 or 3 variations of your primary text and headline. That's it. You simply run all variations in one ad set to isolate what works. This testing structure frees you up from juggling dozens of ad variations and manually building dozens of post IDs. Meta's flexible ad creative, which was previously dynamic creative or DCT, handles the hard work for you. I love this process because flexible creative allows Meta to automatically combine different headlines, primary text, and visuals to find the best performing combination. Meta spends most of your budget on the combos that perform. If something flops, it doesn't get spend. That's the test result. No wasted cash, no guessing, no spreadsheet math. In traditional setups, you spend $50 to $100 on each variation just to find out what might work. With flexible creative, Meta gets a full picture faster, using all the data to optimize in real time. Then what's left for you to do is sit back, go socialize with ChatGPT, and let the algorithm do its thing. If creative doesn't get spend, that's the result. Forcing budget, especially through ABOs, is you telling Meta you know better. But spoiler, you don't. Once you've given Meta time to gather enough data, I recommend at least 7 days, you've got something real to work with. You're not guessing what might work. You're actually finding what does based on data and strategy. If your ad stops the thumb scroll, gets clicks, attracts comments, and converts, that's signal velocity in the algorithm. Meta rewards you with more impressions, lower costs, and better results. Good ads get fed. Bad ads get starved. So now once you've got a winner, don't make the mistake of treating it like just another test. There's a right way to graduate your top performing ads that lets you scale without getting the algorithm or sabotaging your results. Never add unproven new ads to existing ad sets. This doesn't apply to you graduating ad creative because it's earned its stripes in a testing environment. If an ad's CPM, spend, CPA, frequencies look good that you have a new winner, move it into your dedicated winners ad set by duplicating the same post ID. Here's how to do this. Go to the ads manager, find the winning ad in your test ad set. Click edit, duplicate, then select the ad and click duplicate. Under ad setup, choose use existing post. Click enter post ID, then paste the original ad's post ID found in the preview link. Place it in your dedicated winners ad set and publish. Don't make any edits to the ad except to edit the ad name. If you edit the ad, Meta will consider it as a new ad and reset its learnings. You can name your winners ad set something like top creative set, validated winners, proven ads group, and you only ever put battle tested creatives in there. Because they've already been tested in isolation, you're not risking performance resets as you're staying inside the same campaign that earned the win in the first place. You can turn off the ad set that was used for testing. In some exceptional circumstances, when a brand is spending enough to justify it, you can duplicate the winning ad using the same post ID into your Advantage Plus shopping campaign. This campaign becomes your vault of proven winners, your so-called scale campaign. But if you're running a small budget, perhaps in the range of $100 to $1,000 a day, I recommend you stick with one campaign to keep things streamlined. By following this simple testing structure, you're no longer a slave to multiple jumble campaigns, ad fatigue, and You're not left guessing with what you think is working. You're only scaling what's proven to work with solid data to back them. Even with this pristine and simple structure, I still see marketers waste time and money launching dozens of creatives testing just to test and still none the wiser about what's actually moving the needle. This leads me to the most important question to rule them all. What should you actually be testing? Before working with us, one brand was pumping out UGC content with no strategy. They had no hooks tested, no clear angle, no structure. Creators were making content for the sake of it. When something worked, the ad would run until it died. There would be no reflection, no insight, no idea why it worked. Success couldn't be repeated. That brand isn't alone. Most brands test their ads the way toddlers eat spaghetti. They throw it at the wall and hope something sticks. Not everything is worth running. Marketers mess this up by confusing variation with strategy. You cannot tweak a hook, try a new CTA, or swap a UGC video for a static image and call it testing. Sure, those might help you squeeze a bit more juice out of an existing audience, but they won't help you reach the people who've been ignoring your ads altogether. If you make this mistake, you will build a glass ceiling in your growth. Every test should do one of two things: improve efficiency by making your best ads even better, or two, expand reach by attracting entirely new types of customers. If it doesn't do either, you're just flinging noodles at the wall and hoping something sticks. So if you want to smash through the ceiling and unlock real growth, you need to test the problem, not just the format. Rework your entire messaging angle to speak to a new group of people. The brand Hydra Mama has done a great job of repackaging a product for a new audience segment with their hydration support formulated for conception, pregnancy, and postpartum and beyond. They repackaged a hydration product targeted at athletes and reframed it for a new audience, pregnant and postpartum women. Instead of focusing on fitness and performance, they tapped into a new emotional problem of constant dehydration and mineral loss during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Same product, different positioning. It's about reframing the problem to reach someone new. By shifting the narrative, they resonate with a niche group of women who go ignored by many electrolyte brands. I see Hydra Mama applying the strategy to expand that same product into new audiences like men and kids by shifting the messaging and packaging to meet different needs. You can achieve this for your own brand by tapping into pain points like time, money, effort, or status. If a test doesn't solve a meaningful problem or speak directly to a new group of people, it might be noise. This whole testing structure is faster, cheaper, and more scalable than anything else. To help you apply this to your store, there's a link in the description of this video with a free download of this framework in a simple Google Sheet so you can easily test and track Facebook creatives. This testing structure will fall apart if you're following the same tired Facebook ads advice about how to structure your campaigns and use interests for targeting. So in the next video, I'll show you how to unlearn the 99% of garbage strategies holding you back and finally run Facebook ads that scale your store with clarity.